Damn. All right. Well, all right. You know what? We're just gonna go for it. We're
Yeah.
just gonna go for it.
My bad. Audrey had a question before I started this live. But what's going on, guys? John and Audrey here from the Real Talk podcast with special guest Rama from Rama's Screen on
Ooh.
episode 37 of the Real Talk podcast. So, first and foremost, Audrey, what's up? How are you? How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. We had a bit of a wacky start, but we're good now. I'm good.
Yeah.
I got electrocuted this morning, so that was fun.
What? No way. Are you okay?
Yeah, it's because I was like trying to plug in my thing for my hair, my straightener, and I
Yeah.
guess it's like it tore. Like I don't know if my cat got into it or something, but I guess the wires were like, you could see the wires, and I ran my hand over it, and it was still connected. So I felt like a.
Yeah,
I
like
was
a
like,
little
oh
jolt.
my god! I was like, oh shoot! I was like, I'm about to die here, but nah, it's fine. And my boyfriend was like, you're panicking. He's like, you're gonna be fine.
Your whole
I was
life
like, oh.
flashed before your eyes.
Yes, seriously. I was like, oh my god, okay, I'm good. But yeah, so it was fun. It was a fun morning.
Or
Man.
you might turn into the Flash, you know, get
That'd be cool.
electrocuted.
That'd be cool. I wouldn't be opposed to that. How are you guys
Well,
doing?
yeah, Rama, how are you doing? Our special guest today.
Oh, I'm well, my friend. Thank you so much. I was sick for the month of March. I don't know if it's COVID or not, but I got
Oh,
better mid-April, and now I'm okay.
Wow.
well, if
It's
it
like,
was, I mean, you're immune
Sorry,
now,
my
right?
phone.
Kind of, I guess.
How was that?
Like, if it was, like, isn't that like okay? Because you're immune to it now, or something, right? Like, if you get it once.
Oh, yeah. I think that's the theory, right? If you got it, like you
yeah.
develop some sort of like internal, I don't know, immune system to it or something like that. That's pretty cool. That means
Yeah.
I'm like COVID's kryptonite, if you will. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, you could be like Tom Hanks, donate your blood plasma and save America.
That's right.
Rama and Tom Hanks side by side.
I'm Indo Tom Hanks.
Saving the world.
Saving
But
the
other than
world.
that, I'm doing well. I been recuperating, and and every time I go to the grocery stores or Food for Less, it's so weird watching the 6 distance and everybody wearing masks.
Yeah,
And after the whole month of March, like I went back into my car driving. I felt a bit disoriented about driving. I was like, oh man, like I felt like I never driven before. It was so
Yeah.
weird.
yeah. It's definitely feels weird. I still haven't got used to like any of this, to be perfectly honest. It's still like so strange to me. Even going to the store and all that stuff.
Mask, yeah, I got you,
Even if
brother.
you forget your mask too. Like I had to go back home to get my mask one time, and I was pissed.
Oh, you're already like halfway across
Yeah, I
town.
was at the store. I went in, I got my beer, and then the girl's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, but we can't sell you it because you don't have a mask." Like, what? Like,
Oh,
oh man. But
dang.
Damn.
I understand though. Like, I gotta be safe and all that stuff. So
I'm sorry about that, brother.
it's
So
all good.
is
I still got the beer.
everything like opening up where you guys are at? Like starting to
Um,
slowly reopen?
I don't
I
know.
guess the beach is open for a bit, right, Rama? And then they just closed them back up this past weekend.
That's true. Where do you live, Audrey? Where are you?
In Texas.
Oh, then they are reopening, right?
Mm-hmm.
I read, and that's kind of scary, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not one of those people that's like jumping for the chance to go out. So I'm just like, whatever. I'm gonna see what happens to everyone else before I go.
Exactly.
Just gonna let everyone else be the
I'm just gonna let
guinea pig.
everyone else do it, and
They're the
I'll be
lab
like, all
rats.
right, yeah, I'll be like, I'll be watching from here. You guys go ahead. I'm fine being at home. I told John, I was like, I love being in my house, so I have no
Yeah.
problem, just chilling here until this kind of goes over. But yeah, some restaurants are opening up. I think they were gonna open up theaters pretty soon. So I don't know how that's gonna go, but yeah, so far I feel like people are still kind of scared though to go out for the most part. So
Yeah, I don't trust the condition yet,
mm-mm.
unless the scientist says like, oh, we found the vaccine. Unless that is happening, I can't trust everybody or myself even to go out there right now. Man, Texas is they got
Yeah,
they got balls or they're risking it, man.
they don't care. They're like, we're gonna do this. We're
Don't
gonna
Don't mess with Texas. Don't mess with
Yeah.
Texas. Yeah.
Yeah, seriously. So I don't know. I'm not that ballsy, so I'm okay. I'm like, nope, I'm gonna stay here. But yeah, so that's just I feel like people just are anxiously waiting to kind of get back to normal. But
But
I'd rather
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, I was just gonna say that I'd rather not. Like I'm cool. Like I'm chilling. I'm fine. I'll wait. You guys go ahead. But yeah.
No, I was just gonna say, I kind of miss going to movie theaters. Like, if
Yes.
if Warner Brothers decides that we're gonna move Tenet and Wonder Woman 1984 to next year, I would bum out. Like, I would be feeling so
Oh
sad.
yeah.
I'm like, but I mean, I would understand, but at the same time, like, oh crud. So and every other movie now is going straight to digital, but those are movies that no, you can't release it straight to digital. That's like theater experience. So it's still
Yeah.
like it's one of those things where you're just like, oh, you're holding your breath, on the edge of your seat.
Yeah, for sure. And it doesn't feel the same watching it in your house as opposed to watching it in the theater. So,
Yeah, no matter how
That's-
big your TV screen
Especially
is.
something like Tenant too. It's like that was made to be seen on like the biggest screen possible.
yeah. Yeah, I completely agree. So, yeah, I mean, I do miss going to the movies, but we'll see. We'll see what happens.
It is what
Hopefully
it
soon.
is.
Yeah, I
So
know.
another thing that's kind of special about today that me and Rama were kind of talking about, it is May the 4th, and it's Star Wars Day. So
Hmm.
Audrey, we're going to be talking about Star Trek, and our ranking of the movies.
That's what I thought. I was like, oh my God, they're going to make me be like, all right, dissect every Star Wars movie, put it in chronological order of which is best and worst, and. But yeah, I know May the 4th is a big holiday. It's crazy to me that it's such a big holiday that a lot of people recognize. That's insane to me. I'm like, damn, that shows you that Star Wars is just like a
Star Wars is no
powerhouse.
joke. Yeah,
How
has
Yeah.
the craziest fans.
big of a fan are you guys, Star Wars wise? I mean, did you guys when Revenge of the Sith came out? Did you guys put up a tent, sleep overnight, like long lines? I mean, what are some of the crazy stories of Star Wars fandom that you guys had? Any that you could share?
Do you
You
want to
get
go first, John, or?
you guys
Um,
cosplay maybe?
I have one up the top of my head. I think when I saw the Phantom Menace in the theaters, I think that's the one time I still remember to this day, like the theater being so packed, like the line going around all the way, like the whole theater.
Mhm.
Like it was crazy. And then I remember seeing people cosplay and all that stuff, and like it was just crazy to me. I didn't think Star Wars was that big. It was like my first experience with a movie like that in the theaters. And also Episode 3, I remember counting the days for that movie, and then like me and my friends, I think I've said the story on the podcast before, where me and a bunch of friends, we literally, right when the bell rung to get out of class that day, we're in elementary school, and we just ran to the theaters to go see that movie. So
You
our
were
local
like, whoosh.
yeah, we literally ran. It was I still remember that experience. Like we were so excited to see that movie. So I mean, for me, I would say I'm a pretty big fan. I think Audrey knows that.
Yeah.
So, I'm a pretty big fan. Not like a huge nerd. I have a lot of toys and I cosplay and stuff. But I watch the movies. I just finished watching them in 4K recently, and I thought they were
Nice.
pretty good in 4K. But yeah.
What about you,
Um,
Audrey?
as far as I mean, I'm a fan because I say I do love Star Wars, but like I'm like John, like I don't think I'm like a crazy fan where I know a bunch of like trivia and like I'll go to the
Yeah.
extent of like dressing up. No, I'm not like that. I will say like I do my fondest memories is like John, like just my parents taking me to go see Star Wars when I was younger. And I mean I've seen all of them. So I'm like, yeah, I'm a fan, but like I'm just not like crazy like, oh, I know everything about it. I wish I was, but it's just such a huge, you could get into it, like there's
Yeah.
novellas and there's just a bunch of stuff, and I'm like, oh
Yeah, you
no.
can go deep.
You can go real deep, so it's just crazy. But I was actually going to tell you guys, I don't know if you've seen or heard of a show called Lego Wars. It's on Hulu.
Oh yeah, I remember you telling me about it.
I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah. they had a Star Wars episode, and that was great because they had like R2D2, and they had them come out, and they had to build like like they had to kind of redo like some scenes from Star Wars and Legos. It was super cool. So if you guys get a chance, I highly suggest that you check that out because it's amazing what they did with Legos. I was like, holy crap, like that's insane. But
Is that
yeah.
a new episode this week in celebration of Star Wars Day?
No, it came out like about 2 or 3 weeks ago, so it's
Okay.
on there. Yeah,
All
but yeah,
right.
you should definitely check it out. It's super cool, and all the rest of the whole show was pretty cool. So if you guys are into Legos and stuff like that,
All
but
right. I'll
but yeah,
check it
Yeah,
Star
out.
Wars is
definitely.
crazy.
I've been
I
wanting to
But
check that show out because I'm a big Lego guy, so I'll definitely check that one
Yes.
out. I've
it
been
blows your
watching
mind.
though, Star Wars: The Clone Wars, the last like 4 episodes. Mo
Yeah,
recommended to me, and I was like, all right, like I'll watch it because he says they kind of interconnect with episode 3. So I was like, all right, like I'll check it out. And they've been pretty cool. They explain some things and expand on some things too. I
I
don't know if you
missed.
guys
yeah.
been watching
The
that.
finale was today, right? I missed out on that. I need to watch it.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
today.
So
Yeah,
did you
it was
watch the
pretty cool.
finale, John?
Yeah, I saw it last night with my cereal bowl like a little kid. I was like waiting for it. I was like, oh,
In your jammies, in your
my
onesie,
jammies.
you're
Yeah,
like, yeah.
so it was cool. I really liked it. I like how it connects with episode 3 and it explains why, like where Darth Maul was and Ahsoka Tano. So it was pretty cool.
So you're just saying it was okay. It wasn't like
I mean, no, I mean, it's definitely worth a watch. Like if you're a fan, I definitely say watch it because there's some pretty cool. Like the animation's pretty cool, and it's
mhm.
interesting to. They kind of give a little bit more background to Anakin instead of just seeing him kind of like not really struggle with kind of turning and
No.
stuff. And there's some cool shots too. Like everybody's talking about like that last shot in the finale. It's pretty cool, like pretty epic to see. So I definitely recommend it. If you like Star Wars, I mean, you don't have to have seen the whole series. Just watch the last 4 of season
Mhm.
7, and I think it's you'll get it enough. And
Okay.
I like
Cool.
Clone Wars. I'm a big fan. I haven't seen the finale yet, so I need to check that out. I agree with what you said, and the thing is, that show, what blows my mind about it is the action sequences.
yeah,
Some of them are like, whoa, that is crazy! Like, man, could you imagine what that would have looked like as live
live
action?
action.
Yeah, it's like, dang! It's as if like the imagination, of the people behind Clone Wars extends far more than the live action. It's like, wow, the things that they think of. So as far as action goes, I like it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely. It makes me more excited for season 2 of The Mandalorian.
Oh yeah,
I
for
can't
sure.
wait.
That was a great show.
That
It
was
That
was.
that
was
was. I
shameless.
the
Oh,
thing
sorry.
is, it's just slow. I just want to jump in real quick. The
No,
thing
yeah.
is, there's a lot of episodes of The Mandalorian where they're like he's just like going to this place and then going to the other place. Like there's a lot of detours. Instead of going back to be about the baby, it's like okay, let's rescue that village.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
let's
My brother
let's
was saying that too.
let's do this one job to get the prison break. I was like, come on, like, let's get the story moving already.
You're like,
Yeah,
there's a lot of pit stops along the way.
Exactly, if it stops detours.
They had to make it interesting though, because I feel like they were just trying to like get more people in love with
Ah.
the story, with him and everything. But everyone fell in love with the baby. So
Baby Yoda.
if
There's
if the
nothing I
show
wouldn't do
would
to protect him
if
or
the show
her.
would have just been about him, it would have still been good. So yeah. But that I really enjoyed that show. I thought it was great.
Did
Audrey,
you?
you're saying shameless plug.
Damn, how did you know?
No, because I heard you say shameless, and I'm like, oh, she's probably gonna like.
That's a good show too. That's a good show,
Dang.
Shameless.
No, it's because I was gonna say that over my boyfriend, he has a YouTube channel, and he actually went into detail. Him and his other friend, they like reviewed every episode. So I was just gonna say shameless plug-in if you guys want to check that out.
And also, you
At
were in
Gangster
one of them,
Puffs.
right? Or you're in a few.
I'm in the no, I'm just in the last one.
last one.
Yeah, no, I'm
I
nowhere
guess
near
more
as
Audrey.
hardcore. I'm nowhere near as hardcore as him and his friend, because him and his friend get into it, and I'm just like, I can't hang with you guys because I'm just like, yeah, it's cute. I like it.
She's like,
yeah.
I like Baby Yoda.
I just like Baby Yoda. Yeah,
Well,
pretty much.
just want to add to that the news today. Taika Waititi is directing a new Star
Yes,
Wars
I saw
movie.
that.
I was like,
Yeah.
the thing is, I'm excited. Don't get me wrong. I love Taika, great storyteller he is, and then I love the finale episode that he directed Mandalorian. But the
Yeah.
thing is, um, I don't know. It seems I feel so concerned. This new era of non Skywalker story that we're entering. Because whenever we try to do that in the past, we, I guess, meaning Lucasfilm and Disney, the results were Rogue One and Han Solo, and they were just okay and lukewarm at best. They're the non Skywalker stories, Star Wars movie. So
Yeah.
I'm a little worried about that. That's like, oh, now we're not doing Skywalker anymore. We'll see if this will
Hmm.
land.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Han
I
Solo,
think though,
right? It was like, yeah.
based on
Yeah.
like Taika Waititi, I think he can do it, especially like you said after seeing his episode he did on the Mandalorian, the finale.
Mm,
What I'm scared of is kind of him with other material. Like I really liked Thor Ragnarok, but I feel like it could have been more like impactful, because there's a lot of stuff that happened to Thor, and it's kind of just like played off as like in a joke.
mm.
Hmm.
And I just don't want to see a Star Wars movie like that.
Yeah, too comical,
Obviously,
too
there's
comedic.
humor and stuff like that, but
Yeah.
not like as much as he put in Thor Ragnarok. So I just hope it's more of a style of like the Mandalorian or something, like a brand new character, maybe a new Jedi or something. I don't know. Like just let's see what it's all about, but kind of just keep it Star Wars centric. Like don't I wouldn't want to see too much
Too much funny.
jokes in there. Yeah.
Well, I now that Rama said that, I'm kind of curious. I have to ask: are you a fan of the new Star Wars movies that have been coming out? Have
The
you
Rise of
like
Skywalker.
yeah, like starting from like Force Awakens and the
Yeah.
new
Well, yeah. Let's get into that because it's Star Wars Day right now. It's I want to put it into this. I don't want to take up too much time, but
yeah, because we could go into it.
but that'll be good. That'll be good discussing it with you guys.
Yeah.
I enjoyed. I remember enjoying Star Wars: The Force Awakens
Mhm.
mainly because I hated the prequels. The prequels were like, like
Oh wow.
it was like this Congress and parliaments. Remember that the
Yeah.
prequels? I was like, I don't. And then the council,
The Senate and all that stuff.
yeah, too many meetings, too many like
It was very
conspiracy.
telenovela.
Yeah, totally. I was like, what is going on? The only fun parts when Obi was fighting that Boba Fett character guy or whatever his name is,
Yeah.
and then of course the last part when they're in the lava. But
Mhm.
everything else was so boring. So when Force Awakens came along, I was like, yes, it's exciting again. After 3 boring Star Wars movies. But at the same time, as you may agree, Star Wars: The Force Awakens in a lot of ways was a rehash of
Mhm.
Yeah.
episode 4. There's a cantina bar, it's just like it's not original, but at
Mhm.
least it's exciting again. The Last Jedi, I liked it, but it was very heavy, and I get the hate from the fans about that movie. I understand it. I don't hate the movie, but I totally understand it. And Rise of Skywalker, it was just not good overall. I liked it. I enjoyed it in the theaters first time watching it, but overall, second, third viewing, I was like, this is not good. Especially the way they put Rose in the back seat or bench
Yeah.
her the whole time, and of course, they put the fan services. Oh, let's give Chewie a medal, or let's show Ewoks for a couple of seconds. So it was
Yeah.
just like it was just like a fan service kind of excuse, and uh, I think with the Rose scandal thing, it's because Rose was created by Ryan Johnson. So
Yeah.
J.J. Abrams was not even the initial director for the Rise of Skywalker. Remember, it was Colin Trevorrow,
Mhm.
the Jurassic World. Yeah, so it's like I don't know what to do with this Rose character. J.J. Abrams like I have no
They gave her like 2 lines.
yeah,
Mhm.
exactly. She was not my creation. So I think that my theory that is what happened. Why he benched her because it doesn't fit into his vision of Star Wars overall. It would have been nice, and I'll end with this. I think it would have been nice if J.J. Abrams had done the entire three,
Yeah.
instead of having a bump with Ryan Johnson in the middle. That's just my thought.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it would have added a cohesiveness to it.
Yes.
Like it would have made sense because it really didn't, if you think about it. But yeah, well, that's cool. I'm glad. That's interesting. Yeah,
Did
because
you
a
like
lot
him?
of
Did you like those three?
for me, I'm not a fan. Nah, like I'm like you. The Force Awakens, I was like, okay, I'm down. Even though, like you said, it was completely just a different way to put in an old movie. It
Like a
was just
different template or something. Like,
yeah,
hey,
just new actors essentially. But other than that, yeah, I haven't been a big fan. I wasn't a big fan of the last two. So yeah, I'm like you. I'm like, I'm one of those
Well,
people that didn't like it.
let me add to that. Let me challenge it some more. A friend of mine said his reason why he didn't like it these last three Star Wars movies. It's like Rey, Kylo Ren, Finn, Poe Dameron. These new characters, I can't relate to them. That's what he said. Like they're not as epic as Luke, Han Solo, and Leia. What do you think?
I agree with that. Yeah.
Okay.
I agree with that completely because, yeah, that's actually really true. I hadn't thought about that because I don't feel any sort of attachment to Rey or Kylo Ren or any of them. I'm just kind of like,
yeah.
nah, they were there.
Yeah.
They're just there.
That's
So that makes perfect sense. I hadn't thought about it that way, but yeah, that makes
okay.
sense.
Yeah.
What
Even
about
though
you,
I
John?
feel like in the beginning, Ray was kind of like the Luke character, where she was kind of like in a deserted planet, trying to longing to get out of the planet. Or well, actually, she wanted to stay away from her parents, but like they tried to make her like Luke, but I just didn't really, I mean, besides her being a girl, I didn't really connect with her a lot,
And they're really
But
forcing them down our necks, our
Yeah.
throats. Like here, like
yeah,
them, like them.
Yeah,
And
it's true.
what do you guys think about the way they kill off Han Solo, Luke, and Leia in these three movies? What do you think about their deaths?
You go
well,
ahead,
I mean,
John.
I think the biggest thing I agree with you guys in the sense of I think it should have just been planned since the beginning. I feel
Mm.
like this trilogy wasn't planned at all, and you can feel that in like the different directors and like what happened with episode 9. Like they fired Colin and then got J.J. Abrams back and stuff like that. So I feel like a lot of the stuff could have been avoided if they said, okay, hey, this is our story, this is our plan, this is our cast, just everything, But I feel like they didn't really, I don't know, they just kind of wanted to put it out because they got the rights and stuff like that. And we got what we got. But as far as, what was the question again?
Because the thing is, I still hated the way Luke died.
Oh, okay, okay,
It's
okay.
so
I'll
dumb. Like
be,
the whole, I don't know, the whole Buddhist monk thing, and then of course because of that, because he was the Force, like the fight that he had with Kylo Ren was short. I was like, what the hell? We were waiting. That was supposed to be like an epic, duel, two people doing lightsaber, and it's like, oh, because he's not really there. He's like he's already dead. It's like I don't
Yeah.
know. That just kind of bums me out. The way they kill off some of these characters, it's just not cool. They just wanted to like, okay, these are the three legends of this saga. We gotta make them dead somehow.
We got to kill them off
Exactly.
some way.
and that was their biggest mistake in not having us just like one scene with all three of them back together, That's something I
Yeah.
was like, man, like they missed this,
Yes.
especially because since Carrie passed, unfortunately, and all that
Yeah.
stuff. Like, damn, we never got a reunion, like,
Like all three of them. You're right.
yeah, that
And,
sucks.
and they brought back Lando just for like 2 seconds. Like,
Yeah,
He just made an appearance.
fan service. It's like fan service. Excuse me.
Yeah. With no real, yeah, it was no
but
real
where can
substance.
he come out and Rise of Skywalker? Like,
Yeah, no, I couldn't with that either. That was
Wow.
annoying. But I mean, we could go on and on about it for real.
like I said in my tweet today, I was like, in honor of the, May 4th, I released my ranking, and it's literally just episodes 1 to 3. I mean 1 to 6, and that's it.
Yeah.
Like I don't count 7, 8, 9. Even though I'm a big defender of episode 8, like I'm just like, you know what? It's 1 through 6. That's it. Like that's my
We're
Star
just leaving
Wars.
it at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ben showed me and he's like, why didn't he have the other three? And I was like, I don't think he counts those.
Yeah, even though I like Force Awakens and I'm a defender of the Last Jedi, Rise of Skywalker just
Did not do
I
it.
walked out of the second time watching it. I gave it another shot and I walked out of the theaters. I was like, you know what, I can't.
Dude, they killed off Chewie just to like gotcha.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, and then C-3PO as well. Oh,
Yeah,
his memory's wiped, and then I said, "Oh wait, just bring it back with R2D2."
yeah, we didn't really kill him.
Yeah.
Aw,
And then
what is
Han
the
comes
story?
back again. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I was just like, Jesus, really? Like, just let him die already. Jesus, like, God. But yeah, no, it was pretty bad. I saw it twice too, and I was like, no, I can't. Nope.
Yeah,
I like. I think the animated series is a lot better. I'm more of a Star Wars Rebels fan than I am Clone Wars. But I haven't seen the anime. What was that? The anime that came out this past year. Star Wars. What was that
this
called?
past year.
Yeah, yeah. Let me look it up. It's an anime style, so it's not like regular
Really?
animation. Yeah, Star Wars anime series.
Too many fake deaths. Yeah. Oh, Rama.
Resistance. Star Wars Resistance. There you go. I haven't seen that.
Oh
one.
yeah. To kind of go inside with the ride, correct?
Yes. So
Okay,
I haven't seen that one, but Rebels is awesome. I love Rebels.
So Vincent Smith is saying, "What's your worst Star Wars movie?" So what's your least favorite out of all? I'll say all 9 for this one.
Go ahead, you guys. Good.
Wait, which
I'd
one?
like to
Sorry,
go for
it's because I just opened up the comments because I completely forgot. So now I'm like overwhelmed because I'm like, oh shit, there's a lot of people commenting.
Yeah.
So I'm like reading through them. Hold on. Okay, which one are you answering? What-
What's your worst Star Wars movie? What's your least favorite Star Wars
Oh,
movie?
for sure, probably. Hold on, let me think about this. I was gonna say
Rise
right
of
away.
Skywalker.
Yeah, I was right away. I was gonna say the Rise of Skywalker, and I think because that's the one movie that I wouldn't want to watch again. Like
Yeah.
I don't want to watch it. I'm like, nope, I'm done. So
Pound.
yeah, yeah, a virtual pound. Did we all agree? Is that our worst one for all?
Rama,
I-
is that your worst?
I would have to as bad as that was. I would probably have to go with Phantom Menace. I
Oh.
did not like Phantom Menace at all. Of course, Jar Jar Binks played a big factor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The beloved character Jar Jar Binks. But everything else about it as well. I don't like the little kid who played Anakin. I just don't like the storyline. It was so dull, and I got nothing out of watching that film until the last scene, I suppose. When Qui-Gon Jinn, the fight Qui-Gon Jinn, Obi-Wan
Yeah.
Kenobi, and what's
The
his
Duel
name?
of Fates, I think.
Darth Maul. There you
Darth
go.
Maul, yeah.
Yeah, that was fantastic. But up until
was
that point,
cool.
it was just like
The score by John Williams is great, and then just that scene, that lightsaber fight were pretty
Yeah.
cool. The pod racing was pretty cool too, but up until I found out, like I was watching a video, and literally all the shots are going from left to right. If you watch that movie, like that scene, all the
Mhm.
shots are like this. They're not different. And I'm like, what the
Yeah.
hell? Like I looked at it, I'm like, man, like they could have done so much more with that scene, you know?
right.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, Skywalker was bad, but to me, the top of the cake still is Episode 1, Phantom Menace.
And
Yeah.
I rewatched Phantom Menace recently, and to be honest, yeah, I mean, I get it. Jar Jar Binks was pretty bad, but I was like, you know what? It's a part of my childhood, and it brings me back good memories.
Oh,
So like,
it's
I
okay.
would still sit and watch it. You know what I mean? As opposed to the Rise of Skywalker,
Yeah.
where I'm just like, nope,
That's what I
do
was gonna
not
say,
make
like-
me, do not make me watch that.
Like
So
the
yeah,
nostalgia of the first two are what saves it for me. Other than that,
Yeah.
I'm just like,
yeah. So sorry, I'm still reading the comments.
we have a question here for Rama, I think so. Rama, can you tell me what do you think of Lucido's?
Comunica being the Spanish voice on the movie Sonic.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with the actor or actress Luisito. But that's cool. Here's a fun fact. I haven't seen Sonic movie.
Oh,
Did you guys see it? I haven't seen
oh,
it.
I checked it out. I saw it in theaters. I
Okay.
really enjoyed it.
Yeah,
yeah,
I
we
missed
saw
out.
it.
I missed out. I hear it was fun, right? I hear it
It's
was
cute.
family.
Yeah,
It was cute. Okay.
Hmm. Like it's like one of those movies that you're like, oh yeah, that's cute, and
I
then
think
you move on with
watching
your
Jim
life.
Carrey in like one of those roles again, just like I think that's what
Hmm.
made the movie for me because I
Yeah.
just love Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
Me too. But I you know what? I think to answer your question, Albane, I would be open to be the voice of the Indonesian Sonic the Hedgehog if they ever if they
They're
ever
like
dubbed
right
it.
Make
there
that a
now.
hashtag. Let's make that a hashtag. Let's get it going, guys. Get
Rama for
Rama on
Sonic.
Sonic. Yeah.
Rama for Sonic voiceover.
There you go. Yes,
We can make it.
we can make it.
So Robert agrees Phantom Menace is the worst one. And the new
We
trilogy.
have someone. We have someone named Gangsta Puffs.
Yep. He's making his debut. The new trilogy is a slap in the face to the Star Wars fans. Disrespect. Yes. Yes, we completely agree. That's JJ for you. Oh, apparently he's a YouTuber.
Yes, I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with Luisito Comunica, but hey, congratulations, YouTuber being the Spanish voice of Sonic. Orale.
Yeah, that's amazing. Wow.
Where do we
I
sign up? Is there like a website where we can sign up to be
Yes,
like
let's do
voices
it.
on stuff?
You know
That'd
what
be
I
so
want?
cool.
I want to be an extra. Like I want to be an extra in a movie at some point in my life.
That would be
Mhm.
awesome.
Like I have no desire to be an actress at all. Like I don't want to be
You
an
just
actual
want to be in the
actor. I just want to
background.
be an extra. Yeah, I just want to be there, like laying, pretending I'm dead, or like in a party or
Like in a
something.
war movie, just like one of those extras.
Like in The Walking Dead, where I'm just like, just something like that. That'd be cool.
Or like in the audience when like there's a superhero flying by, you just look up like, wow, you know, like,
Yeah, or just like an explosion, and I'm one of the ones that's like, like something like
yeah.
that. That'd be cool. I'd be down. I want to do that so bad. But
Well,
yeah,
Audrey, let me ask you, where in Texas exactly are you?
El Paso.
Okay, I don't know how far that is from Austin, but you know Robert Rodriguez has a movie studio there, the
Oh
Troublemaker
yeah.
Studio in Austin.
Mhm. Mhm.
So yeah, maybe you
Yeah.
can be in Rodriguez's movies. You know.
Just
I'm
camp out,
trying.
Audrey. She's
I'm
like willing to
trying.
be extra.
Yeah,
Yeah.
seriously. Well, when I was in California, I actually signed up to be an extra, and I would get emails. Like they would send me emails like, "Oh, if you're interested, you have to like show up." But it's like a hard process because you have to show up like at 6 in the morning, and they're like, you can stay there all day, and you might not
Yeah,
even like, be in the movie. So
yeah.
it's like it's not as easy as it sounds. But I
Wow.
feel like in California, it's a lot easier because there's just so many opportunities. But yeah.
And they pay okay, extras. I don't know what they pay.
Honestly, I've heard it just depends. Like some
Okay.
will pay you like a couple $100. You
Yeah,
know?
I
Per
think
day.
like 300 a day or something, or like
That's not bad.
depending on.
No, I mean for just standing around, I'd be like, all right, cool. Like I'm just gonna be standing here, and you might get a glimpse of an actor, and that's it. But
I'll be
yeah,
down for that.
yeah. I mean, you guys are in Cali, so you guys have a lot of opportunities over there. So
But that's
Let's
the thing
make it
too.
happen, Rama.
Too many competition. That's the thing too.
I
Yeah.
mean, or you can look at it that there's only one you and one John.
Oh, there you
So
go.
there you go.
Very optimistic. I love
Yeah.
that.
You have to look at it that way.
There's
That's the
only one
only
of us, so like they
Yeah.
gotta pay big money if they want me in their movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That's the way I see
The
it.
real talk, the movie. Yeah.
Yeah. I'd want Jonah Hill to play me.
You'd want who?
Jonah Hill.
Oh,
He's
that's
probably a
great.
little bit too older now to play me though.
Yeah, that's crazy. Little Jonah Hill, we've seen him grow up before our eyes.
So you're saying that if they ever made a movie about you, you want Jonah Hill to be the star of you?
Well, like
play
a
you.
younger version of him.
Okay.
Now
like
he's
that.
like, we didn't
Oh
the
my
movie
God.
had to be like about a little like.
That would be
little bit older.
hilarious.
What about you, Audrey? Who'd you
I
want?
don't know. I've never thought about that. I've always thought about like who I would want to narrate my life. Like,
Morgan
like
Freeman.
I would say Morgan Freeman, but there was another one that I recently was like, wow, they have a really nice voice. Who was it? I can't remember. It'll come back to me, but yeah. I can't
I want
think.
I want that guy from The Raid. You know.
Oh.
Eco.
Play you?
Yeah, mild 88. You know, The Raid. He's an Indonesian. Either that or Wilmer Valderrama. He can pass us in the
Nice.
That
Wilmer.
from that funny show.
yeah, Spanish in the
I know. He never made it big on anything else, unfortunately.
yeah.
He
But
was dating Demi Lovato, right, for a while.
did he?
For a long time, for like 6 years. Yeah.
Wilmer and Demi? That's like I think he's old enough to be her uncle. No.
No,
I don't
she's
know.
not that
They're dating
young.
for a while.
She's like my age. She's 27, so I think he's probably like maybe
Is
in
she
his
really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, what the heck?
I had no idea.
Yeah. You see?
I
So
thought she was a bit older.
I'm like, you
So you're
see?
saying you want her to play you?
Oh.
No. I'm not a fan of hers, so I no.
No,
Um,
no.
no, I'm not.
What about Rosita, The Walking Dead? Will she
You
play
know
you?
what? I haven't really looked at her like acting abilities because I stopped watching The Walking Dead when
Oh,
when
okay.
she started coming on, so I have really no idea. But maybe we just need to find a little Mexican girl, just a little Mexican girl. But yeah, so let me see. The saga will end. Y'all are here. Oh, Gangsta Pass Move when we missed it when we were talking about Taika getting the
Yeah.
Star Wars movie. We already talked about that, so watch the beginning.
Thoughts on Magnolia, American Beauty, and Mulholland Drive. I've only seen American Beauty out of that bunch. Sorry, Audrey, but
The only one that I haven't seen is Mongolia, and it's on my queue for Netflix, so I'll probably watch that soon. But I love American Beauty and Mulholland Drive; those are great.
yeah, I think American Beauty's solid, a solid film. Sam Mendes, I believe so.
Yes.
Rama, your quick thoughts on those movies, Magnolia, American Beauty, and Mulholland Drive.
I love American Beauty. It's one of those movies that are like I know it stars Kevin Spacey, but I can put that aside. It's because it's such a great film.
Yeah.
It's a masterpiece, and Magnolia has so many. It's a star-studded piece, and I loved it, but it was depressing. It was a pretty heavy film. So if you haven't watched it, just heads up. It'll feel like it drags, but it's really good. And Mulholland Drive, big fan. Especially that one scene, but I'm not gonna get into it. But yeah,
John needs to watch it. John needs to
I
watch
know what
it.
you're saying, man.
I like that movie.
You need
So
to
yeah,
watch it.
those are my thoughts.
Yes, John needs to watch more David Lynch. I think.
Yes, love David Lynch.
Hey, Steve, can we talk a little bit about Rambo: The Last Blood? What do y'all think?
Hoy.
The Last Blood, I mean, to be perfectly honest, I just like the last scene from The Last Blood where he just goes all out Rambo. Before that, it's kind of just, it's just kind of just building up to that scene. Like, that's what we really paid money to see, Rambo kick ass one last time. So, I mean, I liked it for what it was. It was nothing, too special, but the ending was what we all, wanted to see. I don't know
Yeah,
if you've seen it.
I didn't watch it, so.
Rama, was your
you missed
favorite of
out.
2019?
Audrey, you missed out on the goriest violence.
Really?
It was like so graphic, but that's Rambo,
Yeah.
But I think my friend said the third act is like Kevin McAllister of Home Alone. So
Oh,
he's
yeah,
just
yeah,
like
yeah.
setting up traps.
Yeah.
So he's got home advantage, and yeah, so it was just Taken meets Home Alone. That's pretty much it. They got this girl that he wanted to rescue as well, but the Last Blood. I'm glad it's called The Last Blood. I don't know if I can take another Rambo movie right now.
Yeah. Especially
Yeah.
because Stallone's getting up there in age, so it's like,
Exactly.
Yeah, I remember my dad was like, "Man, they're making another one."
yeah.
He's like, "Really?" He's like, "Dang." He's like, "No, I'm out." Because I was like, "You don't want to watch it?" And he's like, "No, I'm done." He's like, "I don't need another one." So yeah, I didn't watch it, but I mean, I would figure that it'd be really gory and stuff.
Yeah, because what else can you do with the character?
Mhm.
I like even the fourth Rambo, or was it third? Yeah, fourth Rambo. It was in a jungle of Thailand or Burma, and he
Yeah.
was rescuing a bunch of Christian missionaries. I was like, that's a thin storyline. Like,
He said, huh?
You're like, what?
So,
You're like, excuse me?
so you run out of ideas, and then you take Taken, and then you take Home Alone. It's
Mhm.
like there's only so much you can do with that character now.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's gone his course already, you know? He did what he had to do.
Exactly.
Maurice says that I should do a movie. That'd be great. And then you guys can all be in it.
Don't kill me off, though, Audrey. I feel like you'd kill me off, like in the most
No.
gory way.
No. Of course
No,
not.
Audrey, but real talk, no pun intended. What if you were to do a movie? Like, what would you want to do on it? Like, direct, act, write, or like, let's say you had like $150 million.
Wow. Honestly, I was thinking about that this morning because I was going to ask you guys that question about movies, but I'll ask you right now. So for me, I would definitely be more interested in directing because I have no desire to be in front of the camera. Like I said, I don't really want to be an actress. I
Yeah,
would be like I said, an extra, but that's
you
it.
can put yourself in the movie as an extra.
Yeah, like just
Like,
someone passing in
finally.
the back with some groceries or something, like just being like, "Oh hey," like that's it. Like I'm good, but I would much rather be directing and writing. I wouldn't write it just because I'm such a lazy person. Like I can't fathom like thinking about writing a script because I know it's hard work. I've
Yeah.
tried it. But directing I feel like is what I would enjoy most doing. So yeah, I would definitely want to direct. But I was gonna ask you guys that. I was like, because I know obviously Rama's a movie lover, John's a movie lover. So would you guys have like I know John's had interest in making movies and stuff, but what about you, Rama? Like what is your desire in the like industry? Like what would you want to do if you could do
Believe
anything?
it or not, I would love acting. I would want, yeah,
Oh.
one of my dreams, I don't even know if they're gonna happen, but to play Bond villain. I think the chance to play a Bond villain,
Yeah, you would
oh,
be a great Bond.
I would
That'd be awesome, to be
love.
honest.
Yeah,
I think
I,
you'd be great.
yeah, I don't care playing the protagonist. I would love to. Like that's why Gary Oldman played villains in the '90s a lot, and then there's some other actor also that keeps
He
playing
was so
villains.
good. Gary Oldman's just good overall. Like, what a gem
Yeah,
that guy is.
He's a
exactly.
national treasure.
He's making money off that. That's what I would do. Like I don't care about the Oscar or the accolades. If I can just play villains, on movies, even just for like 2 minutes, I'd be happy.
That'd be
Cast Rama
great.
to be the new Jaws in a Bond movie. Tyler Calvert.
Yep.
There you go.
There it is. It's the done deal. Bond 26.
It's signed. The deal's signed.
That'd be great. I mean, yeah, I think you'd be great. That'd be a lot of fun, I feel.
I know,
So
right?
The mustache. Take over the mustache.
that would be a lot of fun, I
and
think.
and the winner of the lead actor Oscar this past year was a villain, played a villain, Joker. So it's just playing a villain is just so
Oh,
much
yeah.
more fun, so
Yeah.
much more fun than playing the hero. I think, in my opinion,
Yeah, because you
Yeah.
can like really just like
go
let
Go
crazy.
balls
loose.
to the walls.
Yeah.
Like, do your thing, you know?
Yeah. And you know what? There's some people that I look at, I'm like, man, they're just such good villains. You know what I mean? Like they play great villains, and you're like, I love them as the villain, which is weird
Guy
because you're
Pearce.
supposed to hate them.
Yeah.
But
Guy Pearce does a great job at
But they're so
doing
good, you
villains.
love them. Yeah.
yeah, it's like Keith Ledger. Like you just love him, and he's the bad guy, and you're like, why do I like you so much? I'm supposed to be voting for Batman, but I'm over here like, yeah, go Joker.
Yeah.
Do you guys see the No Country for Old Men? I was rooting for Javier Bardem. I was like, this guy is awesome.
Yes, that's
Even
another
with his weird
perfect
haircut.
example.
Yeah, weird haircut.
Weird
That's
haircut.
another
Color
perfect
pro-
example.
But he was, even with that, he still, like, you still feared him. Like, when he was in that room, well, who was it with? Woody Harrelson or Josh Brolin? They were just sitting
Yes.
down. I was like, damn, like, something could go off at any second here, you know?
He's scary.
That's another good example. Woody Harrelson. I think he's a great villain. I think he
Yes.
plays
Yeah.
an amazing villain. I love him like in Natural Born Killers and
Oh.
Planet of the Apes when he
Wolf- yeah,
plays
Wolf of the Apes.
he just does such an amazing
Oh.
job.
He's gonna be Carnage too, which I kind of don't see him as now. Maybe like 10 years ago, but I mean, I think the tone they're going for, I think he'll do a good job. You know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He's been playing good guys for a while now, but looking forward to Carnage, and I love Natural Born Killers. one of my favorite movies ever. So violent.
It's a really violent movie, but it is, and he's like I said, he's just amazing in it. Have you seen that, Quintra? No, huh?
No, that's why I was kind of being like all quiet. Oh, hopefully, they don't ask me like
You're like, I'm just gonna pretend that I didn't hear that.
Now
You
that I
should
have
watch it.
Stephanie,
I
need
think
to
it's
see
on.
it.
I think it's on Hulu, so you have no excuse. Just saying.
Especially now, we have all the time in the world.
But you know what? I'm starting to get a little bit like it's kind of getting hard for me to watch new movies for some reason. I don't know if it's because I've been stuck at home so long. I'm kind of just like, ugh, I just kind of want to watch something mindless. Like I'm watching a lot of
food for the mind. Like it's just okay. Like I've seen this movie, I know what happens. At least that's what I think it is because I've been in the same boat.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I just want to watch stuff that I've seen before, like comfort movies, I guess in a way. Like I'm like, oh, I love this movie, so I'm gonna watch it. Or like shows, reality TV that I can just put on and I don't really have to think. Like that's what I've been kind of gearing more towards, which is weird, but it is what it is. Because it would be nice to just kind of watch all these movies that I've never seen, but I'm having a little bit of a hard time. But kudos to my boyfriend. He's the one that's been like, no, we have to watch this movie. And I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
And then I watch it and I like it. So, yeah.
What are some of these comfort movies?
For me, it's been a lot of like older movies. What have I watched recently? Oh, we actually watched A League of Their Own. I don't know if you guys have seen that.
Oh, yes.
With Tom Hanks and
There's
Gina
no
Davis.
crying in baseball.
Yeah.
I love it.
And Gina Davis. And that was it felt like it was like a feel good movie. Like, man, it was cute. And I love Tom Hanks. And he's just like, you know. What else have we been watching? We've been watching a lot of sci-fi. But for
I just
me,
finished my binge of the American Pie movies.
Oh yeah. Wow.
I love American Pie movies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so those are like your comfort movies, right, John?
Yeah.
They make you
And
feel
I just got all the Nightmare on Elm Street movies on Blu-ray, so I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna binge watch those. I remember really liking like how obscure the series gets as it keeps going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, but you have the box set, right? Or
Yeah,
was
I have the one I got at Amoeba.
Oh yeah.
Remember I think it was with you, but I got them on Blu-ray now. It's a smaller like package, but I mean it's still they're on Blu-ray, so.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna binge watch those.
Are you gonna go Blu-ray shopping? Oh, Marie said I should be a Bond girl. Wow, that's a really good compliment because all the Bond girls are just beautiful. Audrey would be good in the next Charlie's Angels movie. Oh, you guys are so great, so nice.
Woody Harrelson's best role was anger management.
I forgot him in that movie.
Yeah, me too.
Was
he was in that movie?
Woody Harrelson was in. Was that the one
Adam
with
Sandler and Jack Nicholson, right?
Yeah, that's the one that I'm thinking about.
Anger management with Adam Sandler, right? Adam Sandler and Jack Nicholson?
Yeah, I mean, unless he's talking about something else or like a show or something.
Oh, might be. Yeah, it might be one of those.
Or maybe he had like a short cameo or something that I don't remember.
I gotta watch it again.
Yeah, because I don't remember him. And we were just recently talking about that movie, and I don't remember him being in that. Was 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing.
He was great in that. That movie all around was just great.
Mm-hmm.
That movie was awesome.
It was sad for me because I don't know if you remember, Sam Rockwell and Woody were both nominated in the same category.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, I gotta pick
think
between
they
the two.
canceled each other out because they were, the voters were like split. They're like, fuck.
Yeah, it's like I don't want to choose. They're so great, both of them.
I know, you're just like, man, I'd give it to both of you if I could, but I can't. Yeah, seriously. That's another guy, Sam Rockwell. He's just amazing. I love him too.
I fell in love with him even more when I saw Moon for the first time like 2 years ago now. Man, that fucking movie.
Yeah. That's a great movie too.
Audrey would be great in the next Boogie Nights movie.
Yes.
Have you seen Boogie Nights?
I love Boogie Nights. I just bought it on Blu-ray like not too long ago, like a month ago or something. I rewatched it. Like, damn, that movie's one of my favorite.
And I forget how funny it was. You remember William H. Macy? He's like, "Where's my wife?" And like with his wife like
the
cheating.
whole movie.
Cheating on him with a bunch of guys.
The soundtrack is great too. I love it.
Yes.
And for me, I love it because like I love that era. So it's just it's such a great movie. I love it. I think that's part of the reasons why I also liked Once Upon a Time in Hollywood so much because of the era, and it was in
The
LA.
70s, yeah.
So I think that era in LA was just great. But yeah. So I'm watching the whole El Señor de los Cielos series. Is that on Netflix? I feel like it's on
That sounds
Netflix.
familiar. El Señor
Yeah.
de los Cielos.
I feel like it's a
Hmm.
novela that's on Netflix, but I could be wrong. I'm not sure.
To me, comfort movies are the movies that I can watch without actually watching. Like if I
Mm-hmm.
were studying or blogging, I can just have the audio playing in the background. Pulp Fiction, many times I just let it play in the audio. Die Hard. Those are some of my comfort movies.
Jurassic Park. Nah.
Jurassic Park, I gotta watch it. I have to
You're
see it. I
like,
was like, I have to see
dang.
the intensity. I have to see the chase, the T-Rex chasing the truck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah.
tried that with Fight Club. Remember Audrey? And
Oh,
I
Fight
just had
Club.
to watch it. I was trying to get some writing done. I had Fight Club in the background. Nope. I just ended up watching it. Like, God damn.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Those are
Fight
those
Club is
movies
awesome.
that you're just like, I have to watch it. For me, it's like Night at the Roxbury. I can just have that movie playing and I'm just cracking up.
Yay!
I'm like laughing and I'm like I can have it and it's just comforting to me.
Night at the
Pretty in
Roxbury.
Pink. I love watching Pretty in Pink, just having it in the background. Beetlejuice, stuff like that. Like I just can have it and it's just like I already know what happens, so I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Exactly.
Tyler said what Rama said earlier. Which Bond villains would you each want to play? Oh well, that's interesting. Which one would
I'm
you
not
want?
really too big into Bond. Like, I don't know
Yeah,
his
me
ability.
either.
I literally just seen like Pierre Brosnan and just like Daniel Craig. Like, that's it. And I know Griffin would be disappointed in me, but I don't know why Blofeld's cat or something like that. He just sounds like I would play him for some reason. Well, maybe him. I don't know. But that short, chubby guy, that could be me. I don't know.
But remember,
Hmm.
there's a to answer Tyler for me at least.
Hmm.
There's the Bond villains and then there's Bond villains henchmen. So I think I would,
Oh, it's true.
yeah, I would love to be, kind of like Dave Bautista as the henchman, and then Javier Bardem is the villain, kind of like that. So even though those were two separate movies, but those are examples. I would want to be the Asian guy with the hat that can cut things. I don't know if you remember Odd Job, this big Asian dude that
Oh, I
since
think
I'm
that's the
Asian.
one I had in mind.
Oh yeah, where he throws his hat and he can
Yeah.
cut a statue into half.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I don't know too much about Bond either, so I'm just kind of like,
Is there a Bond villain that's a girl? Yeah,
Oh,
right? I
a
think
lot
that
of
would
lot
have
of
been done before.
yeah,
well,
like
there's always
yeah.
been a lot of just focus on a Bond girl, like that's just his love interest. But I don't know about a villain.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Well, there's
Maybe.
usually there's usually two Bond girls in one Bond movie, but one of them is always evil. Like in Golden Eye,
Oh,
the one of them is evil. It's always like that. There's
It was
two Bond
Denise
girls and one of them is
Richards
evil.
and someone else, right?
What was that?
It was Denise Richards and
Yeah, there's another
what's her
one.
name?
Sophie Marceau, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
Something like
yeah.
that. Yeah.
So there's always the bad Bond girl and then the
I'm
good
trying
one.
to think if I'd be want to be the bad one or the good one.
There you go.
I think the bad one's always just funner to play because it's like you said, it's just you have leeway. You can be psycho, and it's like,
Yes.
and you're like, hey, that's my job, all right. I gotta be psycho. um, Gangsta Post said thoughts on Jurassic World 3 and the original cast coming back. Can they save this franchise? Wow. Well, that's interesting. I don't know who wants to go first.
I didn't mind the first Jurassic World, and the second one. To be honest, the first time I saw it in theaters, I fell asleep, and I rewatched it one time with my family, but I don't really remember it. But I've been wanting to revisit the newer ones. But yeah, man, I mean, I hope that they do knock this one out of the park because I love the first three. I know like a lot of people don't like the second one, but I grew up with it, and even the third one, I remember watching it in theaters. And I know it's not a perfect one. Obviously, the first one will always be like a near masterpiece for me, but seeing everybody together, like the new cast and old, hopefully they
Yeah.
find a way to kind of use them all instead of just like, oh, hey, like, we'll visit Jeff Goldblum because he has an answer to a question or something, and then we go away. Or
Yeah.
hopefully they integrate them more than the last one. So hopefully I'm excited that Colin's coming back too because I like Colin Trevorrow.
Yeah.
R-
Um,
r-
What about Rama?
Oh, well, yeah, I share the same sentiment. I think applies to what I said earlier about Rambo franchise. I think it got to a point now for Jurassic World or Jurassic Park entirely. Like we kind of run out of ideas. It's like the Jurassic World itself. It was a rehash. Like oh, an entertainment theme park. Even though Jurassic Park wasn't really officially open, but it's like oh, we'll have everybody ooh ah oh my god impressed, and then the screaming and the running starts. It's like so it's the same format. So this the second Jurassic World movie, kind of like Jurassic World, The Lost World. Like, how about we bring the dinosaurs to us? So it's like
Yeah.
it's a rehash again, and it seems like they're running out of ideas. There's
Mm-hmm.
only so much you can do with dinosaurs. I don't know. I feel like with Jurassic World 3, I'm gonna approach it with caution. That's how I'm gonna do it.
Yeah. Well, I think John already knows my feelings towards revamping franchises, and I'm kind of against it because, like you said, like it's just a rehashing of a story that we love, and it's like, why do you need to keep doing it? You know what I
Exactly.
mean? Like you did it the first time, and it was great, and it became something that it's known for, like Jurassic Park. Everyone knows Jurassic Park, so I feel like why do you need to keep bringing it back? So
Yes.
for me, I'd be completely fine if they didn't do a Jurassic World 3. I'd just be like, you know what, that's cool. Like, I'm glad that we have the first original, and that's it. So even with the original cast, it still wouldn't feel the same. You know what I mean? And I
Yeah.
feel like it would be like how John said, like it would just be like a little spurt, like, oh, Jeff Goldblum made an appearance for like 2 seconds and then he's gone. You know what I mean? So it's like it's just no, like they're just trying to make money, and that's what makes me mad because I'm like, it's not even about the film at that point. So
Yeah,
yeah,
Jeff
no,
Jeff Goldblum in Jurassic World 2 is Lando in Rise of the Skywalker.
yeah, they're just gonna be like, hey,
Just
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
they're a prop, they're a gimmick.
mm-hmm. Yeah, they're just there to
Hey,
make
come check out the
money.
movie to see if he's in all of it. Like
Yeah,
Ah.
is he in there for 2 minutes or 2 hours? You'll never know. So yeah,
oh,
I'm
man.
kind of against revamping and all that, but yeah, so
I'm with you.
that's my sentiment. Um, Odd Job, your favorite movie franchise? Red for Rems is asking.
It was Star Wars.
I knew
You
you
know
were gonna
what?
say that.
I feel like the most consistent franchise has either been uh, obviously Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, and the MCU. I think the MCU has been consistent. Just giving us an entertaining film after entertaining film. So I gotta say those three. I don't know if I can have a favorite.
For me, it
I,
would probably be Harry Potter. Sorry, I just wanted to
I
say
don't know.
for
It's
me it would
okay.
be Harry Potter. I love Harry Potter. But
I
yeah.
love Harry Potter.
Mm-hmm.
I can beat you one higher. Mission Impossible. That is
Oh
one
yeah,
franchise that gets better and better
yeah,
with each movie.
yeah.
Wow.
Tom Cruise is just he's like Superman, dude. Especially that final scene in the Fallout with him and Henry Cavill and the helicopters.
The
I was like,
helicopter,
holy crap!
and after it crashes too on the mountaintop, it's like Jesus.
Yes, it's like it's like they're just going at it still. I was like, oh my god,
Even
I
though I
love this
think
franchise.
Henry Cavill wouldn't have a problem, in a hand-to-hand combat with Tom Cruise, because isn't he like really short, Tom Cruise, and,
Tom Cruise is like 5'6".
He's very short.
He's
and
super short.
Cavill's just a beast of a guy. Like, have you seen Superman? Like Man of Steel? Him?
Like, have
Jesus.
you seen The Witcher? Have you seen him in The Witcher?
Oh, yeah.
He's like this. He's like a solid like rock. I'm
He's
just like
he's like,
Jesus.
I would do a lot. Anyways, going back to what Rama
Oh
said,
my god.
hey,
Jesus.
this is the real
Are
part.
you blushing, John? You're
Yeah,
blushing. He's like thinking about
Henry
Henry
Cavill, yeah.
Cavill.
Well, in Mission
Whew.
Impossible Fallout, I think what kind of gets in his way was his mustache. That was his kryptonite, I think. Remember that? It was
Yeah.
like, so,
And then obviously in Justice League too.
Hmm. Oh
Fucking,
my god. I can't.
but yeah, I love that franchise. I can watch that franchise. Like anytime, like whenever I hear news, like they're gonna make Mission Impossible 7, 8, 9, 10. I was like, yes, count me in. But like
Wow.
Fast and
never
Furious
stop,
9, 10, I was
please.
like, no.
Yeah, isn't there gonna be another Fast and the Furious coming out?
Yeah, they're
They
gonna
said,
have
yeah,
till 10, I think. They're gonna have till
Oh
10.
my god.
the last one, I think so.
Ay, Dios
Hopefully.
mío. Nope. I'm down. I'm done. I think I stopped watching after Paul Walker died. I was like, yeah, nope. I'm
Yeah.
done.
They should have ended it at that. be perfectly honest, that's
They
7.
should have, yeah, they should have ended at
They
that.
should have. Yeah.
Yeah,
And that was Furious 7. 7 is like the perfect number. They should have like
yeah.
it was good. So
And it just lost its heart because in the beginning it was all about the cars and stuff, and then the more it went in, it was just all about action and just what's his name? I'm forgetting his name. Bald
Rock?
guy.
Vin
No, Vin
Diesel?
Diesel. Yes, Vin Diesel just kicking ass, and I'm like, all right, well.
Hey, but don't forget it. He always says it like it's all about
No,
family.
family. Yeah.
Family.
That's what he
Family.
says it. Like, it's all
Really?
about family. And I'm like, all right, cool. Well, I guess that makes it okay to have 10 movies. Did you like Terminator Dark Fate? I'll let you guys say
I
that
liked
one.
it. I really liked it. I saw it in theaters. I wasn't really expecting much, especially after Genesis and the other ones. But I thought it was fine. It was like, entertaining. It was a bit funny. Arnold is always funny for me. Is it my favorite film? Like not really, but like I liked it. I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
Cool.
same here. It was very, especially the action sequence in the beginning. It was like relentless. It just kept on going. I'm a little iffy about the political undertone with the border patrol and the detention center.
Yeah.
It's like really you gotta be all that heavy on that. But action wise, it was pretty cool. I liked it.
Mackenzie Davis kicks ass.
I can't really say much because I didn't watch it. So I'm just like,
Audrey's like,
sounds like a great movie.
She said, the next question, what's your favorite DC film?
Something that I can't answer. I'm just kidding. No, I mean, I love hearing you guys talk about movies that I haven't seen because that makes me feel like, okay, maybe I should watch it. So yeah. Your favorite DC movie? What's your favorite? I think we didn't get answer this. Yeah. But we don't know Rama, so Rama, go ahead.
Rama,
DC.
you better say Watchmen.
Or this friendship is over.
You'll be
What?
removed from the stream.
You remember the movie Moneyball with Brad Pitt when he was managing baseball? It's like, okay, here's us. Here's a 40 feet, pile of dirt. No, he's like, no. Here's our opposing team. I'm sorry. It's a pile of dirt, and then here's us. That's where Watchmen is. I'm kidding.
Wow. He did it to you. He always does it to me.
After a pile of dirt, then you find Watchmen.
Watchmen. He's after Catwoman, after all this,
Watchmen's at the very, very bottom. I mean, that's how it is for me, John. Just saying. Just kidding.
My friend.
All right, guys, so I'm going solo for that. I didn't say.
My favorite DC movie probably right now, if you rank it the whole thing, I would have to be probably put The Dark Knight, mainly because of Heath Ledger.
Yeah.
There was this debate the other day. It's like, is Joker better than The Dark Knight? The Dark Knight better than the Joker? I was like, yeah. Well, they're both better than Batman versus Superman. But I guess if I were to pick, I guess The Dark Knight it is.
Yeah. The Dark Knight is definitely up there. It's probably, I don't know if it's my favorite. But right now I feel like it is. Oh, no. Not Birds of Prey. But yeah. I was like, no. No, I mean, it was okay. I watched it, but I was like half paying attention to it, so.
No worries.
But yeah, I think The Dark Knight was great, and for like that, I'm thinking, I think that would probably be my favorite for me. So
yeah, we're talking like all DC, obviously excluding Watchmen, since that's going to be my favorite. I think The Dark Knight. Out of the DCU movies, if we even have a DCU, I don't know what they're doing now. Probably a Man of Steel. So those are my top 3 right there.
Yeah. You really liked Man of Steel. I always forget.
Yeah, I think it's underrated. I know Rama doesn't like Man of Steel.
I like Watchmen the series, so
Yeah.
on HBO, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so you didn't like Watchmen the movie, Rama?
I didn't like Watchmen the movie.
Oh, I thought he was joking. I'm like,
No,
okay.
I didn't.
We've talked about this, me and Rama. We hashed it out,
Wow.
Yeah, exactly. It had its appeals, but overall,
Rama just doesn't
wasn't a
like
fan.
big blue penis,
Exactly.
Yeah,
It's all
you're
over
just
my
like-
face.
and I guess I do.
Well, we've already established that, John, with you slobbering all over Henry Cavill.
Henry Cavill, not Watchmen. Oh shit!
And Man of Steel. Oh,
I'm getting exposed here.
Yeah,
I
no,
didn't
for
like the
me,
movie.
Watchmen, I wasn't a huge fan. I mean, I have it, and like I've watched it a couple of times, but I'm not like John. John loves that movie. So.
I think you just watched it because of me. Like, oh, John.
Well, yeah, I did watch it mostly because of you, because you were just like over the moon about it, and you were like, "Dude, it's great," and I was like, "Okay, so I'll watch it." But
I highly recommend the HBO series though. I think you'll like that one way better.
So good.
Yeah, so
I did
good.
watch it.
Did you
Oh, you
really?
know.
All of it?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I think I
Awesome, right?
missed
Can we
like
talk about this?
I
Why is
missed,
my
like-
voice all like?
I think I missed like 2 episodes or something, but for the most part, yeah, I watched it.
So good.
Yeah, it was good. It was entertaining. I liked it a lot.
I wish
Jeremy
I wish
Irons.
I wish I could crack eggs the way Dr. Manhattan does. in that series. Like,
I know,
it's
right?
like floating.
He's
Just like boop.
I'm making
That would come in
Irons.
handy. That would come
I
in
just
handy.
get
like you're
dressed like that
scrambling
every
some
morning
eggs.
too. Like brush my teeth like that without just everything,
Just floating.
just floating around.
You just see stuff. Yeah, that was great. It was a really good show. I did enjoy the show better than the movie. So there you go.
Yeah.
Agreed.
League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Have you guys watched that movie?
Universe.
A long
Yeah,
time
I
ago.
remember watching it in theaters and like having it, owning it, but I don't remember a lot of it now. I need to revisit it.
Yeah.
He's just
I think
saying
that
that
was
because
Sean
I fell
Connery's-
asleep.
I think that was Sean Connery's last movie, wasn't it, Rama? Or
Yeah,
what was
which
it?
which kind of sucks. Basically, it's not on. He doesn't end his career on a high note. That
Yeah,
movie-
he should
that
come
movie was
back,
not great.
man.
I love Sean Connery.
Yep,
I really,
me
really
too.
love him. But yeah, we tried what he put it on, and I was like, I checked out. Like,
Yeah, it
I
wasn't
was like,
that great.
I was like, oh, I'm
Yeah.
just falling asleep. So yeah, no. They had like Dorian Gray, which I thought was interesting because I love, Dorian Gray. I love his story. I love The Invisible Man. All those, But
Jekyll and
for
Hyde.
some reason, it just didn't like. It wasn't. I don't know.
Yeah.
I agree.
I just was
Especially
not-
now, I feel like everything will be really dated. It look
Yeah.
dated and stuff like that.
Because those movies, their charm about it is that they're set like in freaking Victorian era times. That's the charm about them.
Kind of like Ben Housing. I think that's the
Mhm.
what I like about that movie too.
Well, that's also my worry because on that note, that's a good point that you guys made. Dorian Gray, Jekyll and Hyde. Audiences don't relate to those guys. They're really like, who are they?
Yeah.
Unless you're really deep into literature. Just that's why I'm also worried about Space Jam 2, a new legacy. I was like, nobody cares
Nobody
about
Nobody knows.
It's like I don't know where Space Jam too. Like
because
Nobody remembers.
nobody watches Looney Tunes anymore.
Yeah.
Bugs
Okay.
Bunny.
Nobody
what's
knows that.
Daffy Duck.
Yeah, nobody knows
Yeah.
that Bugs Bunny played basketball. They're like, what?
There hasn't been
Morty.
any Looney Tunes movie or shows,
Yeah.
short or cartoons for the past
Yeah.
20 years. There's
Yeah.
that short stuff in the theater, but that's about it.
Mhm.
So if you don't have anything to familiarize today's audiences, they'll be like, okay, I guess I'll watch it just for LeBron. That's it,
Yeah.
the kids, the younger audience, because I feel like a lot like us. Obviously, I grew up with Space Jam and
Me too.
and everything, but I felt like it would have been a cool trilogy if the second one was with Kobe, rest in peace, and then the third one was with LeBron. That would have been cool, It would have been
Yeah.
kind of cool to see
Yeah.
all that, but
Yeah, but I
think-
don't know. But I agree with. It's
I'm
so
right there with
crazy,
you,
man. That was so crazy. But yeah, I mean, I feel like Rama's right. Like, if you don't have anything to kind of tie it into the times
Yes.
now,
yeah,
people are just like, okay, like I don't care about this, but all right, I'm gonna watch it because they threw in some basketball player. Yeah, it makes perfect sense. But if you have
MJ
like,
will make a cameo.
maybe that'd be cool. I mean, that would be really cool if he did.
You'd be like, hey, I've dealt with this before. This is what you do, like passing on the baton or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that would be really cool. But yeah, so I think that's interesting that you say that because I agree.
One of you have to dress up as Lube Man for Halloween. Rama, that is 100% you.
Yes, I'm
Lube
in.
Man. Just,
Al- Although you can't find a sewer entrance that's big for my belly. So, you know,
you can try. Just, I just
got stuck. I'll get stuck in the rain.
Oh my god. You think they should have? Do you guys think that the Watchmen series
Alexa,
should
stop.
Alexa, stop.
Do you guys think that it should have a second season?
Oh, damn. I mean, the first one was so.
No, I don't think so. For me, what about you, John? John's
I don't think
conflicted.
so.
I don't think so either. But
Mm-mm.
I love that show so much, and like, kind of like I was thinking about. I think Ben commented on my post earlier too about It Follows. Like, I just love that movie so much, and like the mythology of it, that character and all that stuff. I just want to see more of it, but at the same time, it's like, well, yeah, I can revisit the movie and also the show. I can revisit the show, and like, I think that's the beauty of something like that, like the Joker. Like, I don't think there should be a sequel. Just, a one and done. It tells a story. It begins and ends, and like,
Yeah. No, I don't think there should be another one. I thought I was very satisfied with how it ended. So I was like,
Yeah,
I'm
Yeah.
good.
and the themes that it tackled were so deep and profound.
Yeah,
It's like how can you extend that? It was already good as it is. So, oh,
yeah.
what happened to Audrey?
But I think we've lost Audrey, guys. I didn't take her out of the room. I promise. Oh, there she is.
Was she shitting on Watchmen again?
Yeah, so she didn't like watch me.
Sorry.
Audrey.
My, it just dropped me for some reason. I have no idea. But yeah, sorry. I was like, oh no.
That's because we don't like Watchmen. That's why. No, I'm just kidding.
I was like, did John kick me out and block me? Like, all right. Sorry about that, guys.
All right, guys. So, real quick here, did you guys like the Planet of the Apes trilogy?
The which one?
The Planet of the Apes.
I
The
remember
newer
enjoying it. Yeah. I think well, how many are there? Because I need a refresher. I remember the first one.
Yeah, with James Franco, and then
Mhm.
there's one with James Clark, Jason Clark, the second one, and Gary Oldman, and then the third one was Woody Harrelson.
Okay, yeah, I've seen all of them. Yeah, I did like them. They were cool.
What about you, Rama? Do you like You're a big fan of the Apes trilogy?
The recent one with the with Andy Serkis playing the ape, right? Yeah, Caesar the ape. Yeah, I like them. I like that the technology had caught up instead of what do you
Practical.
call it? Bodysuit. Yeah, practical. So story wise, it was cool. I wouldn't mind a fourth one. I think they could really. That's one franchise that I think can still continue, in my opinion. But
If you're watching Disney, don't remake it. Don't reboot it. I know they're thinking about it.
Oh, really?
Oh, I wouldn't reboot it. Why would they reboot it? It just came out like recently.
I don't know. They should just keep going. I think so too. Find a new story.
Yeah.
But I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. I recently just watched it again. It's kind of scary about like how it's kind of closely resembling what's going on right now. But I like the whole theme about like the apes and the humans, how they kind of have more like they're apes, but they can have a lot of human traits and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. They can show us how to be human, even though they're apes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really like it. I grew up with the Looney Tunes cartoons. I feel like what people need is a fun crossover between Looney Tunes and the Hanna-Barbera characters. That would be cool.
Mm-hmm.
That would be really awesome if they do something new like that. Because I love like Scooby-Doo, Dexter's Laboratory, Johnny Bravo, all those.
Yeah. Your favorite musical movie? That's interesting. I'm trying to think.
I'm gonna take the cheap route here. I'm gonna say La La Land.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Grease. I was like, Grease is great. I love Grease.
Yeah, Grease. I like Grease too. I was gonna buy the Steelbook the other day. It looks pretty cool, but I don't know. Right now, I'm just thinking about La La Land. I haven't seen The Sound of Music.
For me, I would say the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Oh,
I haven't seen that one
movie
as well. Sorry, Audrey and Rama.
Love it.
I know Rama.
How are
dressed
we
up
friends? Rama, you dressed up as who?
I dressed up as Frankenfurter.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
for one Halloween. It was
That's amazing.
it was hard, because the wig and the makeup and the but
You look good though. I like it, dude.
I would
thank
love
you.
You
to
do a
see
lot of
that.
creative Halloween costumes, man.
That was back when I was skinny, because you can only pull it off when you're skinny, Frankenfurter. But yeah, huh?
Is it on your Instagram a picture or
Yeah. I don't know if I could show it to you right now, but yeah, I'll find it. But I posted it recently as Flashback Friday.
oh okay.
So, but I love that movie. But no, until The Greatest Showman came, then The
Mm,
Greatest Showman pretty much beat everything. Do you guys like The Greatest Showman?
wow.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, so good.
I haven't seen it
Can you see it?
either. Oh yeah, look at you. That's great. Wow, you even did the tattoo and everything. Wow.
Nice.
That's amazing. I
Thank
love that.
you.
Dedication
That's
right
great.
there.
That's also
Yeah.
every Friday night. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I think,
You're like, that's just how I regularly look.
Gotta make money.
I mean, technical difficulties. Rama Bros.
That
Man's
is
gotta
so
man's gotta
good.
eat. Man's gotta
Yep.
eat.
That's great. No,
Thank
yeah.
you.
I love it. That's really good. And I mean, I think Rocky Horror Picture Show fans are really hardcore.
Yeah.
So
Weren't they gonna remake that or something? I heard something recently about that movie.
Oh, they had the Fox Live thing in
yeah.
Fox had live musical Grease
Oh, okay.
Live.
Mhm.
So it was all right. It was that I forgot her name. She played Frankenfurter, but it was just okay.
I didn't watch it. I was like, nope.
Yeah.
So, The Greatest Showman. So you recommend that movie? I
Oh,
probably should
the
watch
the
it.
songs are amazing. The songs will stay in your head for days, for weeks, for years. It was just so good.
I gotta check it out. I'm a huge fan of Hugh Jackman, obviously, so I want to check it out because of him. So
Dude, that
Yeah.
guy's a triple threat. He's like tall, handsome, and can sing. I'm like, dude, really, really, you don't leave anything for the rest of us, men. You
Yeah.
take all the
looks
talents.
good with his shirt off. Another guy that looks.
I'm just
Same-
like,
Like, not
then-
even Audrey's like, oh yeah,
I know.
I'm the one
It's
that's like,
you
oh
two that
god.
are like, oh man, have you seen him with his shirt off, dude? Like,
and then,
bruh.
and if he can cook, that's like even perfect. I was like, what the?
I'm over here just like, what is happening? Just kidding, just kidding. It's because my boyfriend's in the chat. I'm just kidding.
Oh, that's why she's being nice right now.
I'm just kidding. But anyways,
I think. Hold on, before you go to the comment though, just want to jump in real quick because I don't know when else I would be on the podcast with you guys ever again, unless you invite me again, of course. But
I don't know. Based on today,
since Watchmen, yeah.
yeah,
But-
no, whole Watchmen debacle.
But because John shared that he loved Henry Cavill, my man crush is Chris Evans. That's my man crush.
wow.
Yeah, that's who I really
Like you fangirl.
fangirling. Yeah, about
Oh my
Do you,
god.
do you have a crush besides the
Um,
gangster puffs?
celebrity
Aside
one. Oh
from-
yeah, for Audrey.
my celebrity freak. I have a few that I'm like, okay. I really love Javier Bardem because I think he's just an amazing actor,
Ooh.
and I love him. He's just, and then he's got that like Spanish.
Yeah, he's,
Spice.
Yeah, so you're just like, ooh, like you just want to dance with him or something. Like I don't know, it's like it's weird. But I think I honestly love him though because of his acting abilities. He's an
Yeah.
amazing actor. I love him, and he just seems like a nice man. So yeah, probably Javier Bardem, and like who else do I really like? I'm a big fan of like oh my god, I'm forgetting his name. Loki.
Tom Hiddleston.
Tom Hiddleston. Yeah, I love Tom Hiddleston too. Yeah, I'm kind of weird. I don't really go for like the ones that you would think like, bam. I look more at their acting. I'm like, okay, yeah, you're a great actor, so I love him.
Substantive.
Definitely, Daniel Day-Lewis is going to be one of your.
Yes,
Yeah.
I love Daniel Day-Lewis. Yeah, he's great too. Yeah,
I guess for me it's just superficial.
Roman's like, I'm just superficial. I just go for the looks. I just go for the body, you
We're,
know.
we're shallow. Yeah. Do you have big muscles?
Wait, what's
Yeah.
yours? What's yours, John? I think isn't yours Brad Pitt?
Oh
Henry
no.
Cavill. Henry Cavill.
Yeah, Henry Cavill. I mean, Brad Pitt was mine for a long time.
hilarious.
Obviously, Dwayne Johnson. You know, I think
Oh.
I'm the I like the. Oh, Timothy Chalamet.
Yeah, look, Ben
Timothy
just put
Chalamet.
Audrey loves Timothy Chevrolet.
Oh, Cheryl. I didn't even think.
No, but I love Timothy Chalamet because I just think he's so sweet. I love
He's
like
awesome. I
he's a
can't wait to
cute.
see what
He's
he
just a
does in
cute kid.
So his
in
name is
Dune.
Chevrolet? I didn't know that. I'm
No,
kidding. I'm
Chalamet. Like, I think it's like a certain way you pronounce his last name. I say
Oh.
Chalamet.
I love that.
I say
Chevrolet.
Chalamet too. He's just being he's just being a butt. But yeah, because I remember one time we were watching something and he popped up and he's like, "Oh look, it's Timothy Champagne," and I was like, "What?" It's Chalamet.
That's
Okay,
good.
it's Chalamet.
Champagne.
Timothy Champagne.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's funny.
Oh my god, that's funny. I lost track of the comments, but I don't know.
You
I don't
guys
know,
seen
John.
The Lodge? I thought that movie was a huge letdown. I was really looking forward to that movie, The Lodge, because of the directors. They did Goodnight Mommy.
Mhm.
So I wanted to see that one. But a lot of people, it was actually split for me. I heard a lot of people saying good things and a lot of people saying bad things. I don't know what about you guys. If you guys seen The Lodge,
I hated it.
see that, yeah.
It was too much of a slow burn, and it was like a rip off of The Shining as well. You know how Jack Nicholson
Really?
goes crazy in the middle of a winter cold blizzard. I was like, I didn't like it. I didn't connect
It
with
was
any of
a
the
real
characters.
slow burn. Yeah.
Yeah,
Was it Riley Keough, right? And Jaden
Martel.
Martell, yeah.
Hmm.
And then they just put things like to kind of mess with you and make you think that it's gonna go a different direction, and then it's just purposeless. Like there was no purpose for it. So I'm kind of like, ugh.
Exactly.
So yeah, I didn't enjoy it either. I was really let down because I thought it was gonna be really good, but nah. So 2 thumbs
Planet of the
down.
Apes trilogy was the best trilogy in many years. I'll give it that. It's up there for trilogies. Are you looking forward to Matrix 4 and John Wick 4?
Oy. Oh, that's another crush. Keanu Reeves. I love Keanu Reeves. He's just so
Oh
sweet.
yeah, Keanu could do no
He's
wrong.
just-
Even though I just seen him in The Gift, and he plays like a
Oh,
bad guy, and I
yeah.
was like, what the fuck? Like,
Wait, The Gift. Isn't that the one with The Gift?
Kate Blanchett, Sam Raimi directed it. Like where she can she's doing the whole cards thing and like yeah.
Oh, I haven't seen that one. I'm thinking of another one by it's like a horror movie.
The
Well,
Gift
kind of.
with Jason Bateman.
Yeah, that one. That's what the one that I was thinking about.
Yeah, that's how what the hell. There's like another one, but going to the question, Matrix 4. I mean, I haven't been a fan of the series since the first one. You know, even though the second one has some pretty cool action scenes, also the third one. But I mean, I just like the original. I just own the original. And John Wick, I mean, the series just keeps getting better and better for me. So I mean, bring it on. If it's going to keep elevating, then give me 4, 5, and 6. The more Keanu, the better.
Yeah, we talked earlier about franchise that's so cool and gets better and better. I
Yeah.
forgot to mention John Wick and Mission Impossible. You're right. John
Yeah.
Wick.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm down because it's Keanu, but I'm like, all right, I'm cool. Cats.
That's
The Planet
Cats.
of the Apes movies are fun. The Mel Brooks movie Spaceballs paid tribute to the original Planet of the Apes, and one ape said that there goes the planet. It is so funny. I didn't know that, and I actually really like.
I gotta rewatch it then to see
Yeah.
if I get it. Spaceballs was one movie that I haven't seen, and I saw it because Rudy from Rudy's Movie Reviews, he's like a big fan of that. So I popped it on and I just enjoyed it so much. I really like Spaceballs.
Yeah,
was
it's a great movie. Wasn't a fan of The Greatest Showman. The modern sounding pop songs didn't fit in the time period for me. That you know what? That's interesting because there's a lot of movies that do that. Recently we watched a movie like that, and Ben couldn't get into it. He was like, I don't like that the movies don't really match the time period. What movie was it? I can't remember, but yeah, sometimes people don't like that. Oh, it was Marie Antoinette. I don't know if you guys have seen that.
Yep.
The one with
Chris Evans?
yeah, the one
Yeah,
with
I
Sofia
haven't seen it.
Coppola. The music's very like indie, and it's
Yeah.
supposed to be Marie Antoinette. So yeah, but I love that about it. Anyways, moving on. Did you enjoy Rocket Man? That was a great movie.
Yeah, Taron Egerton. he's just. I think for me that would be like one of my crushes in the sense of acting. I think he's a great actor, and like I want to see him in more stuff. I
That
really
was a
enjoyed
great
that.
Yeah, he
I
got
want to buy it.
snubbed by the Oscars. He should have been
Yeah,
nominated.
he was so good, and I'm glad at least he got a Golden Globe. You know,
Yeah, that's true.
better than nothing.
Yeah, it was great. Your favorite Pixar movie?
Yeesh, that's
Up,
hard.
up.
Aw.
I love Up.
I finally, Audrey. I don't know if we talked about that. I'm pretty sure we have. I finally saw Up and Ratatouille. I had a double feature. I haven't seen them before, and I think they're overrated.
Really?
Yeah,
Well,
I
Alright,
think they're good. Like they're Pixar films. Like I like them,
all right, I'm
and
out.
I own them. Rama, you know what?
like, all
I'm not coming back.
yeah. No, okay. Well, I love Ratatouille. I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know what's wrong with you because everyone loves Ratatouille. But Up is just sad in the beginning. I think the whole
Yeah.
movie's cute though. Yeah, it's a
Mm.
cute movie. I think it's cute. But for me, favorite Pixar. I'm trying to think.
It would have
I
to
wanna-
be between one of the Toy Stories or Wall-E.
Yeah.
Onward was really cute. I really liked Onward. I really enjoyed Onward.
I mean, I
Um,
love Toy Story too.
Inside Out was cool.
They're all so good. I mean, Pixar
Yeah,
is just
Pixar.
amazing.
Pixar is just a gem of a studio.
Well, they
Yeah.
had some, like Monsters University. I didn't care much about that.
I don't care for the
Monsters
Cars ones.
University. Yeah, Cars.
Yeah, I
2 and
didn't
3.
care
Yeah.
for Cars at all. I didn't even watch the first one fully.
Mhm.
Have any of you guys seen the movie Enemy with Jake Gyllenhaal? It was directed by Denis Villeneuve. That director has an amazing track record, and Jake is probably one of the best actors of our time. Yes, we
Yeah.
actually did watch that recently, and it was a trip, dude. Oh my god.
I haven't seen that, but I know a lot of people have been telling me, and I wanted to knock it out because I know Denis Villeneuve directed it, so I've been trying to watch all his stuff. But yeah, it's definitely on my watch list. A lot of people say a lot of great things about it, and yeah, Jake is just another of those actors. It's just, man, he could do no wrong.
He's a gem
agreed.
too. Yeah. So I recommend that you guys watch Enemy if you haven't, because yeah, it's definitely like a trip. You're like, what? Nicolas Cage's new movie, thriller movies. Thoughts? Also, he was just announced to play Tiger King. Hell yeah.
That's actually what I put down on the notes. Nick Cage as Joe Exotic.
I think he can pull it off.
He wasn't who I had in mind for a movie, but I mean, I have only watched like the first 10 minutes of that, and I haven't continued watching it. But I mean, as long as he's in stuff, like I'll watch it. I like Nick Cage, even though he's been kind of bizarre in the last few years. Mandy was awesome. I loved Mandy.
What about you, Rama? Did you watch Tiger King?
Yes, I'm a big fan of that docu-series. I can't. I mean, when it was announced Nicolas Cage, I was like, I don't really visualize him as
Really?
Joe Exotic. Yeah, it's like, but the thing is, what I always look forward to when I watch Nicolas Cage movies is when he loses his shit, when he's like all angry, all just like
Yes.
berserk. So hopefully he has that moment as Joe Exotic, because that would probably make up for the fact that he doesn't look anything like Joe Exotic.
A lot of people were
Yeah.
saying Michael Keaton as Joe Exotic.
Oh yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad.
I think
can see
Nicolas Cage could play it because I picture him like with the whole mullet thing, and I feel like he could play a crazy.
I just want him to win a Best Actor Oscar. He should have had it.
Really? For which movie do you think he would deserve it?
Oh well, for Birdman, but I
Oh.
mean, I think that year was Leo's year.
2014.
Don't take it away from my Leo. Don't take it away from my Leo.
No,
He
I know. I'm
deserved
just
it.
saying.
I'm just kidding. I get really like emotional when I think about Leonardo DiCaprio winning that Oscar. I was like, man,
Finally,
that was
right?
history in the making. Yeah, for sure. But yeah.
John Travolta as Joe Exotic.
Tyler wanted John Travolta.
I mean, he could have probably done a good job too. I feel.
Well, here's the thing, though, you guys. Nicolas Cage and John Travolta, unfortunately, like as much as we love them, their prime days are behind them. Many of the movies that they do now are just straight to VOD, straight to digital, like Mandy and the Color Out of Space, and John Travolta, the guy who I forgot what the title was. He was a freak fan. So I don't know.
Fanatic, I think.
The Fanatic. I'm sorry. Yeah, the Fanatic. So I don't know. I feel like because Tiger King was such a sensation, was such a like a big hit for Netflix. I don't know. It feels like it could use some, like you said, Michael Keaton. At least he's still relevant on the big screen. You know, he played the villain in Spider Man. So it's like, oh, Nicolas Cage, really? So that's another reason too. Like, really, I thought he only does direct to digital kind of movies. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I hadn't thought about it like that, but it makes
Yeah,
sense.
there's a lot of great questions coming in, guys. But it's
Mhm.
already gonna hit an hour and 30 minutes, a little bit more than I expected. But this was a lot of fun. Rama, thank you so much for being our first guest here on the Real Talk podcast. It kind of went way better than I expected. Not in the sense of you being as a guest, but because you're the first guest on our podcast. You know, it was the first time we were trying this, so I really enjoyed it. And thank you guys so much for commenting. But Rama, before we go, I have all your links in the bio already, but tell people where they can find you.
Oh yeah, and thank you, Audrey. Thank you, John, for having me on as probably your greatest guest ever. No,
Yeah, take that.
no,
Yeah.
no other guest coming after me will compare. So
He's like, so just don't even bother, just have me on.
exactly, they can have like maybe 30 minutes. But just please go check out my YouTube channel, youtube.com/ramascreen1. Subscribe there. Follow me on Twitter at ramascreen. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Those are the plugs. So thank you so much, you guys. It's been a blast talking movies with both of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, same here. I think everyone loved having you on as well, Rama. So thank you for being on. And it was very
Yeah.
nice to meet you because this was my first time meeting Rama.
Nice to meet
And
you.
it was great. I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah, guys. I think we're gonna be aiming for Mondays, me and Audrey. So we'll be back next Monday for another episode of the Real Talk podcast. I think live as well. So if you guys want to follow us outside of YouTube, you guys can at the Real Talk Talk with 2Ks on Instagram and Twitter. And yeah, guys. Until next time, we'll see you later. And thank you so much for joining in. Bye, guys.
Bye.